How are you?
Hey, you
I'm
know,
good.
How are you?
the security
good.
guards will be able to like, you shall not pass.
Yeah, just all this old equipment. Yeah, I mean we're recording now, so I guess we'll start.
I just wanted to record.
Love
Okay.
that.
So
Yeah, love that energy. This is the 5 on 5 podcast presented by directmusicservice.com and Nuke's Hot Sauce based out of Portland, Oregon. I am Phenom. To my right down the street from me, Jupiter Williams. Coming to you live from the desert, it's Quartz Young Lopez. Nick
Quartz
Lopez.
Young. Quartz
Love
Young
that.
Lil.
And our special guest today, coming to you live from California, make some noise for Sophenom.
Hey!
All right, Sophie, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
Doing good. We're happy to have you here. I originally heard, well, we've been friends on socials for a minute now, but I've like heard you on like the Mickey D show and like mixes and stuff like that. You have a deep history in radio and putting mixes out in DJing, so I figured you'd be the perfect guest to join us today for this mystery battle. Every week, what we do, we compare two artists head to head, their top 5 songs as viewed, most popular on Spotify. She's crossing her fingers already. Neek, what do you got for us?
So, today is a battle of the 90s hip hop cliches. So we have Dawes Effects versus FU-Schnickens.
Wow. That was such a wild card because I, for sure, through process of elimination, I was like, please be J. Cole and Kendrick. Please be J. Cole and Kendrick. And I was really like settled on that. I was like, I know that I'm gonna get that. But I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with this. This is like something that I've never heard before. I mean, I've heard of them, but I've never heard of them battling before. That would be an amazing versus.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, this came to be through a little bit of lyric work, obviously, tailored for you. So I figured you were a fan of 90s hip hop, and this would be right up your alley.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down. Let's run it.
Let's get into
Let's
it.
run it.
Round 1.
Round 1. Dawes Effects, Real Hip Hop, and FU-Schnickens, La Smooth. If anybody needs to cheat, also, you're totally allowed to. If you need to give yourself a little refresher, hit Spotify real quick, do your thing. Do you want to take first round, Sophie?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
All right. Ladies first.
Always.
I'm going to go with Dawes on this one.
Dawes Effects.
Yes.
Colin, what say you?
I'm going Dawes Effects.
Copy. And Trav.
Real hip hop.
Yeah. Dawes Effects, sweet first round.
Sweet.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just going to go with my first instinct, like the one that, you know, you hear the first beat like in your soul right away.
And that's I feel like that's gonna be like that for Dawes Effect for me with this battle.
I think so. I'm curious to see how 4 and 5 shake out. I think it's going to be a little interesting.
Yeah, it gets a little bit interesting towards the end. I thought this was going to be like a one-sided thing, but for me personally, it's very down the middle. Round 2, They Want Effects versus True FU-Schnick. We'll do the reverse this time. Travis, what do you say?
Man, Dawes Effect again, bro.
They Want Effects.
That's such a classic song, though.
It's sick.
It's such a classic hip-hop
It's a classic.
Song,
it's kind of definitive of that wiggity rap. Riggity rap.
Yeah. Would you put that in golden age hip hop too?
For sure. If I was doing like a golden age hip hop mix or like tape or something, I would definitely but that song would be in there for sure.
Definitely.
Colin.
I'm gonna go They Want Effects. I play that quite a bit. So it's just, if you're playing like a throwback night, it's perfect.
Hell yeah. And wait, what was the one? I'll wait till we're done with the top 5 to ask about. And Sophy, what do you think? They want
Can
to
I call a lifeline or something?
No, you have to get so uncomfortable with your decision that
All right.
you feel like you have to bathe after this.
Yeah. Whew, I'm already sweating. Just to give love to FU-Schnickens, then I'm gonna roll with FU-Schnickens on this.
Okay.
Cool. All right, and round 3, Back in Effect versus Breakdown. This was one I needed to brush up on when I was putting this together.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that quickly.
And you know what's funny is these songs, after a while, they sound the same. Like after a while, I was like, I'm just listening to the same song again and again. Sophy, what do you have an opinion on this round? Off top.
Man, you really made it hard. Did you go to like hip hop Harvard or something?
Yeah, 90s hip hop head from Planet Hip Hop, Planet Rap.
Yeah, there was a little. I don't think Little Neek was a backpacker.
Little Neek was totally a backpacker.
Okay, yeah, this is Little Neek right now.
This is absolutely like,
hey,
6th to 9th grade backpacker.
I forgot about Breakdown.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about Breakdown. Completely forgot about it. Holy shit.
Breakdown's heat, bro.
Breakdown's getting my vote.
Yep, that's where I am too.
I completely forgot about that song.
And I'll be working that back into my sets because
absolutely
that's that shit.
Absolutely.
People forget.
Yeah.
People forget.
Yeah, good Lord.
Yeah.
Sophy, what do you think?
I'm stumped. I don't know.
You gotta make a choice.
Okay, we'll go with DOS effects.
Okay. We're almost done. We only have 2 more rounds, and then it gets to the much more uncomfortable lightning round. So don't even worry about it. We're doing great.
Wait, so for the lightning round, I have to keep going without stopping? Like it's like how fast you can go through?
You can tell us. Yeah, you can tell us.
You have a little,
like as little or as much information.
Right.
Okay.
So round 4, Mike Checa versus Dawes. I mean, Mike Checa from Dawes versus Ring the Alarm from FU-Schnick.
Microphone check. Microphone check. That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with that one.
Yeah.
I gotta go Ring the Alarm.
Ring the Alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm there with you, Trav. Both of these are
both of them were classics too.
With the Barrington Levy? Is that the Barrington Levy?
Yeah, the Barrington Levy sample and the itch and scratch drums. Yeah, that's a killer. That I think Ring the Alarm is sick. If I was in this round, I would have Ring the Alarm. But Mike Check is sick. Mike Checa.
My brother always, like, whenever we're in the car, he's always like, can you put on DOS effects or something? Because sometimes I'll get like really into like the newer trap or newer hip hop, and he'll like kind of check me a little bit, and he'll be like, man, put on some DOS effects or something. So we usually listen to that in the car together.
I love that it's like, man, we need some like rap. Can we put on DOS?
And he knows me too, but sometimes he's like, what are you listening to? Because sometimes I like to research songs and listen to the songs in the car and see how they sound, and
I feel like I do most of my homework in the car.
Same.
It's the best place to listen to something.
It is.
And if you're making a song, always give it the car test. Always hit the car, drop that in there, or even like a mixtape. Like I'll make mixes and then be like, okay, cool. Let me go out to the car, listen to this, drive around for a bit, and then needs to be redone.
Or record your set. Listen to it again, and then that's how I practice.
Every time I get into your car, you have one of your sets playing. Yeah. Which
that's also because
Yeah, I see what you're doing here.
That's awesome.
Shameless, maybe not shameless plug on my own self.
I love that you're your own fan. I hate listening to myself. I'll make a mix. I listen to it once, and it's in the ether.
Well, honestly,
I'll never listen to it again.
that's just how I practice, just to hear how the songs mix together and see what works.
Yo, Travis driving Uber around and just listen to the podcast. Hey, who are these guys? This is really nice.
Might be on.
I love that this is why you guys are good. I never listen to myself, so I never get to critique myself.
Oh, that's why you're terrible.
That's why I'm awful.
Oh, okay. Horse Lopez, here we go.
Horse Lopez.
Here we go. Moving on, man. Go to the next round with your
fifth and final round.
Modest
this will be the tiebreaker. We're at 2-2. This will be the tiebreaker.
And it's huge. Check It Out versus What Up Doc.
Yo. Hey.
This is huge.
I mean, do I go? Should I go right now?
Go.
What up, Doc?
Yo.
What up, Doc? Hands down. Hands down.
I think that's a solid pick, Sophie. What do you think?
I'll go Check It Out.
Oh.
Yeah. That was to you. That was to Colin.
Colin.
Hang on. I'm gonna mute myself for a sec. I don't want to fuck this up.
This is very important.
Hey, everybody watching on YouTube, go ahead and come for Colin's head. But while you're doing that, go ahead and smash the like, hit the subscribe button. You know what it is. You know the drill. Ding the bell too, so that you're notified every time we drop an episode. This is already going to be a good episode, so why don't you go ahead and do it?
Love that.
Are we
Shout
back?
out to Shaq. Shout out to Shaq.
Shaq? Yeah, shout out Shaq.
Shaq was in this song.
Oh, yes, he was.
This is a Shaquille O'Neal verse.
Yes, it is. It is.
All right. This is crazy. I'm going What Up, Doc.
Yo.
Hey, this is an upset.
This is an upset.
This is a bona fide upset.
That's a bona fide upset. Schnickens wins.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. I know, but that's so random. I wasn't expecting that.
At a glance, Das Effect is supposed to win this.
Yeah.
At a glance.
Easily. I thought this was like when I first picked this, I was like, this is very one-sided.
Well, and also too, when I heard it too, I was like, oh man, I don't know if I know enough Who songs.
But once I started writing it out, I was like, oh no, these are like all their heaters are in their top 5.
Yeah.
Man.
I forgot about a lot.
I did too. And that's going to be a problem.
Because no one plays this stuff unless you go to like a very specific like throwback party where you're like run it.
Like Maceo.
Yeah.
Or Questlove.
Wow.
You have to go
to streaming like 24/7.
Exactly.
24/7.
He really is.
He truly is. Every time I turn on Twitch, Maceo's up there.
24/7.
Yeah.
He's not even on there most of the time. It's just music playing.
It's almost like a radio station. Yeah.
Maceo's part of Corrupt FM.
Yeah. I wonder if he's making like money off of people subbing when it's just like a blank screen up there. Gotta be.
I got it.
There's some art on it.
Yeah, people are rating him, and they're like, "Yo, let's go, Maceo's not here."
Not even there. Not even there.
But the jams are playing though, and it is so reliable.
That is true.
Like, I gotta cook some breakfast real quick. Put something on.
Yeah.
I know Maceo's there.
That is,
Like Maceo's gonna hit you with some funky shit 24 hours of the day.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Yeah.
Every now and then I pop up and it's like somebody's birthday.
Hey,
slideshow of somebody I've never seen.
Hey, here's a question for the pod. Who has the deeper bag, Maceo or Questlove?
Questlove. He has these very rare Prince records.
Yeah.
And I mean, did you see him DJing on the Oscars?
Oh, I didn't see that.
I didn't watch the Oscars.
That was just something that he was just taking DJing into like a completely different league. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a DJ DJing at the Oscars. Like, wow, like that's where he's taking the craft up there. It's like, wow, now he's like given a chance for a DJ to possibly do that one day, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I was so impressed with that. And then he's like, oh yeah, and by the way, here's the trailer to my new movie that's coming out. And I was like, I want to be you when I grow up.
Yeah. And that movie looks so good too.
Yeah,
there's so many clips of like Sly and the Family Stone that I've just never seen before. I'm like, his record collection too. Can we talk about Questlove's record collection for a sec?
I mean, can we?
Yo.
Quest is out of this world as far as collectors and selectors go. That guy's
You think he just goes to the record store and is like, yo, let me just get all this.
Wrap it up.
Bro, and that's the other thing. Like he's loaded. Like
right.
Some of these guys we have to remember it's more than just having a wealth of knowledge. That knowledge comes from being able to buy the record and read the labels. And
right.
These guys have every record. Like they can buy whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
So like Questlove, he just happens to have good taste, and I shouldn't say just happens to be, he's incredibly talented. So he deserves his bag. But man, that guy's library is intense. And I don't think he's like the most, we'll say, technical DJ, but he is so entertaining if you want to like listen and learn. He'll make a theme. I loved his Twitch because he was doing like, we're doing so like a very specific artist or label and just like the history of them, and then it's just
he'll going
to Mars on it.
He'll take you on a journey of just a sub genre.
Yeah, I love that, man. He did the Michael Jackson shit, and he's like, every Jackson has like their own hour, and then we're going into like, Switch, because I think Jermaine discovered Switch, which turned into DeBarge, and now we're doing a whole DeBarge thing, and it's like it's so deep, it's so fun. But yeah, Quest is out of this world. And you're right, to play the Grammys is fucking insane.
I remember at the beginning of the lockdown when IG Live was the thing, and that was like a moment, he was on there all the time, and it was really, really tough, mental health wise for a lot of people. And he just straight up put his phone number on there, and he's like, just call me.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? Like, do you know who you are? He's just like so humble. And then also it's so difficult, like when you get up to that stage in the industry, to like be unscathed, and to be like unchanged, he still has love for what he does, and I feel like when you get in the industry and you get into the politics with different people within the industry, and then you're still able to keep that love and for music, that's a very, very difficult thing to do. And I think he's incredible, and I want to be just like him.
Yeah, sure.
No
doubt. If there's any other DJ I want to be like, it's Questlove.
Yeah. I was sitting at Whole Foods here in Portland right after a couple of days after they played at Edgefield, and I was like, "Yo, that's fucking Questlove at Whole Foods getting some food."
What?
I walked up to him and I was like, "Hey, man, not gonna be weird. Just want to tell you, you're the fucking man." He goes, "Thank you. I really appreciate that." And I was like, "My day is made. I'll see you later."
Wow.
I still had like toppings from my sandwich on my face. I was like, "You're the best, man."
I would call him an entertainer.
Yeah. I mean,
like with the DJ included in there. I mean, I feel like maybe he's redefining what an entertainer is.
he's the true definition of a renaissance man, for sure. Somebody that took their piece of the fame and just exploded it to get more music out to everyone. His Instagram is interesting, like reading just the captions.
His
His
podcast
Twitter is interesting. Yeah, like I've read his book, one of them, like
Supremo. What? Supremo roll call. That's a song that they sing at the beginning. And he does like little rhymes at the beginning, and everybody goes and like, I think it's like an old classic game, maybe like a playground game or something.
Like a
Like
name
Ring
game
Around the
type.
Rosie. Or,
yeah, well, it's the roll call.
Yeah. So
He's so cool. He's the coolest.
Yeah, he is the coolest.
Questlove, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the show.
We're all huge fans.
Please. And we haven't done the Roots yet. The Roots haven't been one of the bands that we've gone over yet. So
we haven't. And I have a battle. I have a good battle for the Roots in my.
Oh, that's great, because I was just
head,
gonna say I have
yes.
no idea what to put the Roots
Oh, I know exactly who to put the Roots with.
who?
I can't say.
I would say Lucy Pearl, maybe.
Oh, no.
Or
Lucy Pearl's cool.
Yeah. Who else?
I just watched like a mini documentary on Lucy Pearl like maybe a week ago, and their stories are nuts.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's insane. Like
all lead singers.
Like and so that's exactly how it unfolded. They were all lead singers, and ego and money, and it's a whole ordeal.
I used to love watching those behind the musics for the tea, like all the drama, like, ooh,
oh yeah,
what happened to them?
Yeah, those are the best.
That's how we used to get our. That was the old TMZ.
That was the dopest show ever.
Yeah.
I loved it.
There's like no music on any of those channels anymore.
Yeah.
No, MTV is depressing now, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Floribama Shore, watch it.
It's my show.
It's just all ridiculousness.
But it's all ridiculousness. Yes. And then Floribama Shore every Thursday.
Travis and I watched this show called Floribama Shore, which is the Jersey Shore of the South. I won't even get Neek involved. I haven't even mentioned it to Neek because he will not watch this.
No.
This is not Neek's speed. Sophy, if you're interested, though, by all means, please go watch it, and we will talk with you all day.
Oh yeah.
It's
a bingeable.
God, very much so.
Yeah,
very much so.
Right.
4 seasons in like 2 weeks, or
I think
a week.
I think a week. It might have been less than that, but I wasn't counting.
Tell us you're chilling without telling us you're chilling.
Floribama Shore is on.
All right, let's take it into the lightning round. We're spiraling. Let's take it to the lightning round. This is a this or that. Sophy, these questions are only for you. Tell us as much or as little information as you want about these artists. We'll start with this. If you had to pick just one, would you pick DaBaby or Lil Baby?
DaBaby.
Okay. Diddy or Rick Ross?
Rick Ross.
Aerosmith or Bon Jovi?
Neither. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'll say Bon Jovi, just because when I was 2 years old, I saw him on TV, and I told my mom that was my husband and I was going to marry him.
Oh, good old John Bon
Mom,
Jovi.
I want to marry Bon Jovi.
He's still got it too. He's still ripping it. He's out there.
He is.
Except for like one of his newer songs that came out, it was like, I had a bad day, and I was like, nah, man, I'm good.
And divorce.
I never said that about Bon Jovi. I don't know what you're talking about. That had to be someone else.
Yeah, maybe edit that part out.
Yeah, edit that out. Tribe versus Far Side.
Both. Both, but I love them both. I met them both. They were so much a big part of my life and my introduction to hip hop. So it'll be hard to choose, but you know what? Okay, I'm gonna say the Far Side just because I'm gonna interpret this as maybe East Coast versus West Coast, and I grew up on the West Coast, and passing me by, it really changed my life, and it's still to this day one of my favorite songs of all time. So let's go with the Far Side.
Hey,
Okay.
shout out Trayze, Slim Kid,
Yeah, shout out Slim Kid who lives out here in
the
Portland.
homie.
I have a poster on my wall right now that says Slim Kid,
Hey,
KRS-One, Master Ace, DJ Newmark, Illa J, Frank Nitz.
DJ Newmark. Shout out Newmark.
Uncle New.
I had the pleasure of opening for him in Portland. So
That's
shout out
someone
Newmark.
else.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
DJ. Yeah. Newmark.
Have you seen him do the toy set?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've been to 2 Jurassic 5 sets, and I saw them at Zio Records here in Vegas and at House of Blues, and both time he did the toy set. Uncle New is a DJ's DJ.
Yeah, he really is.
So sick.
I love how he does the Zodiac mixes.
Oh yeah, the
those.
Zodiac mixes.
Mm-hmm.
I miss those.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get more.
I haven't heard any of them. I gotta go listen.
Really?
I haven't heard any of them.
Oh, you were in for 12 treats.
Yeah.
12
really.
treats.
Is there 12 of them?
There's 12.
There's
I don't know
gotta be.
I don't know anything about the
Nick
Zodiac.
said that so confidently. 12 treats.
There's a Zodiac sign for every month, right? Or
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
But
Well,
some
I'm
of them
assuming
I don't know.
Let's see.
I know nothing
Capricorn,
about the Zodiac.
Aquarius, Pisces,
That's all
Aries,
I know.
Libra, Sagittarius. Now I'm going out of order. Scorpio.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Leo, Cancer.
Oh, Leo, Cancer.
All I know, if she asks you what time you were
Taurus.
born, you gotta run.
Oh yeah, because that means she's a witch.
Yeah. That's the rule.
I'm not a witch though. I didn't ask you that.
That
Just
was
clarifying.
a very witchy response for someone that says I'm not a witch.
A witch would say she's not.
And that's why she caught herself when she was at like 6. She was
She's like,
I don't know the rest.
I don't want to give myself away. Yeah.
Throw them off.
Moving on. They're gonna get more difficult here. Shalimar or Kool and the Gang?
Kool and the Gang.
Okay. David Bowie or Queen?
Bowie.
Zap or Gap Band?
Zap.
Clips or Mobb Deep?
Mobb Deep.
Okay. Weekend or Party Next Door?
Weekend.
Travis Scott or Future?
Travis Scott.
Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole?
Kendrick Lamar.
Drake or Dr. Dre?
Dr. Dre.
Okay. Trick Daddy or Gucci?
Gucci.
Luda or Juvenile?
Luda.
Weezer or Blink 182?
Weezer.
Big Timers or Yin Yang Twins?
Big Timers.
Okay, and I'm going to make an adjustment here since I saw you post it. Tribe or Wu-Tang Clan?
You saw me post it.
Like a while ago.
Oh, because those albums came out on the same day.
Mm.
So it was like a.
If you had to pick only one.
Well, you're letting me redeem my tribeness. So I'm going to go with Tribe.
There you go. That was smooth. That was smooth. I like that.
2 more, and then we're done with the lightning round. Sade or Aaliyah?
You mean my left arm or my right arm?
Yep.
Which one?
Yeah. Which child do you love more?
Well, see, Sade, what she means to me is like, that reminds me of my parents' love. Like, I feel like that's the soundtrack to my parents' love. In the most poetic and beautiful way, no creepiness. But yeah. But Aaliyah is like the soundtrack to, my adolescence.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was like for me growing up, like very personal. But you got to respect your parents. So I'm gonna go with Sade.
Okay. And last but not least, Outkast or Hall & Oates?
That's a very odd pairing, guys. I wonder what's the reason for that one.
2 and
I
2.
think we.
Hey.
So do we. A duo's a duo.
Yeah.
It's a duo. It's so, that's like such an oddly well matched match.
Yeah, it
match
works.
up.
It
Yeah.
works when you really think about it.
It's exactly what you said it was. In the wine community, they call it an odd pairing.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Napa Lopez.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. The sommelier. The
That's dope.
sommelier. Yes.
I would love to learn more about wine tasting.
There's just so much that goes into it. You have to study for like what? How long do you have to study to be a sommelier?
Years.
Years, yeah.
Couple years.
Yeah. Nick,
Just
how
to
long
be
did
like, this is good and
4.
this is not.
It took me 4 years.
Took Nick 4 years to master the sommelier.
You are a sommelier, Nico?
No, I did take a brief course because of one of my jobs, but I'm not a sommelier.
He's got his master's in bullshitting.
Napa Lopez. Napa Lopez. I love it.
Wait, Sophie, you're I see what you're doing here. You're trying to distract us from answering tough questions. Which one is it?
So Outkast is a CD that I used to keep. So my mom had a 12-disc changer in the back of her Isuzu Trooper, and we used to be driving around, and I used to have like certain CDs that were like these. This is the CD I play when mom's in the car, and then when mom goes into the store, like this is the CD that I put on, you know. So yeah, like Outkast, that was like very much a part of that. Driving around in the car with my mom, but when she was parked and she ran to the store real quick.
Hell yeah.
Pop that on.
But and then Hall & Oates, I mean, that's dadness, you know. My dad and I were very close. He taught me so much about music, and you know, Hall & Oates was definitely played in my house, but I think my brother would say if I didn't choose Outkast, I would lose cool points. So I'm gonna go with Outkast for sure.
All right, that's
Hall
fair.
& Oates is definitely Home Depot music.
Yeah, definitely.
They play the jams though.
They have
telling you.
Yeah, hits.
I love a trip to Home Depot.
Hey, while we're on this nostalgia path, so what was your first concert and what was your favorite concert?
My first concert, so I had my first concert when it was kind of late. I was a freshman in high school, and it was the Rough Riders Cash Money Tour, and it was like so dope. I bought the t-shirt. They only had one t-shirt left. I waited till the very end of the concert to go buy the t-shirt, and it was like a double XL t-shirt that was way too big for me, and I wore it to school, and everybody would look at me, you know, like, oh my God, that t-shirt's like so big for you. And I still have the t-shirt with the Rough Riders logo on it. So that was my very first concert, Rough Riders Cash Money. It was, you know, Lil Wayne, DMX, Eve, so many people I can't drag on.
Yeah.
That was my question. Was Dragon on the show?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, Dragon, because I thought he was going to be a lot bigger than he was, but he was like coming up.
Yeah. Something happened with that.
Wait, was BG on the show?
Yeah, BG.
Turk. Juvenile.
Yeah, Juvie.
Baby, Manny Fresh.
Wayne?
Yes, Wayne, of course. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's an insane
That was my very first concert.
I love the Rough Riders albums.
I think it was called Universal Amphitheater at that time.
Oh,
at
okay.
Irvine.
That's like
Okay.
a show where like
Yeah.
everyone's just like one up and everyone just bringing the heat.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so what was your favorite concert?
I've been to a lot of concerts. I don't know if festivals count as concerts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
throw that
my
in there.
favorite concert was Prince. And I know that sounds like
Oh,
super
okay.
cliche,
Nice.
but it was at Coachella. And
Mhm.
there were a couple of acts before that. So people were like camping out to wait to get closer and closer. And I was probably like in the fourth line away from Prince. And he did this like weird kiss thing to me. And I just never forgot it. I was like, what? He kissed his finger and then he pointed at me. It looked like it was me, but
No,
there were
no, no,
many
no.
people
Say it
in
was
there
you.
that
Say it was you. Go
you.
ahead.
there were many
Say it was
people in
you.
that crowd.
No,
There
it
were
was
many people
you.
in that crowd, but I was like, oh, he's talking to me. Like that was so dope. And then I thought it was so hilarious too. There was like one part where he was singing Little Red Corvette and like people were not singing. He was very much about crowd participation. Like he wanted people to do that clapping in unison and all that. And people were not singing all like as much as they should for that song.
Yeah.
And he kept restarting it. Kept
Do you think
restarting the same song
people
over and
were
over
just
again.
in awe?
I think it was like the end of the day and people were tired, exhausted from being in the sun all day, maybe dehydrated. I don't know. But
Young crowd.
he was
There's a
like,
lot of cool
I am Prince,
people,
I'm
too.
here, I'm singing this song. What?
There's a lot of too cool people too. You know, the people that
Oh.
are like, oh, I'm not singing. I'm
Mhm.
an influencer. I don't sing.
I think
Right.
it was a little bit before the influencer wave.
Hmm.
Just a little bit before that.
I
If
feel like
Prince blew me pointed a kiss in my direction.
Yeah, that was exactly the motion he did though. That was you just like, oh
you
my
would
God.
what, Neek? If he did that, you would what?
I would weep. I would
was
weep right
insane.
there.
And I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely my favorite concert.
I'd be like,
Fucking insane.
and then we instantly begin like hard crying.
Ugly
That
cry.
was insane.
Ugly crying.
Yeah.
That was
Like that-
unbelievable.
What song was it? Do you remember?
I don't. I have kind of a bad memory.
No, I mean you remember the important parts.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
that
guess
is
oh,
true.
so.
you're
But
here to show.
yeah, I don't remember the specific song, but man, I just remember when they opened, it was like the time was playing. Let's go crazy. Let's
Oh
go.
my God.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And they opened up with that. And then I was blown away. Like I never saw anything like that. And I think that it would be the closest thing to what I imagine Jimi Hendrix would have been like, because the way he was on the guitar, I really like, I didn't realize until I saw him live, like I underestimated his guitar playing skills so
Mhm.
much. But I think that's probably the closest thing to seeing Jimi Hendrix. I know that's kind of weird.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Great.
Not
No,
at all.
a lot of people credit Prince as being the best guitar player in history. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're not far off.
absolutely. Damn, how do you even open for Prince though? If you're the act before, you're like, hey guys.
Well, you have to be the time.
Yeah, you have to be Morris Day. That's
yeah,
it.
you have to be Morris Day because you would be able to open for Morris Day.
Yeah,
I
well,
say
yeah.
like
Right.
no,
Yeah.
I think that year it was like Kraftwerk and Portishead and then Prince.
Oh, wow.
What?
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, on the same stage. And I was like, I'm not moving from this place. But I don't know if
Wow.
I'm mixing up Coachella's. Like, I will have to fact check that and verify because that was a while ago, but it was the Coachella with Prince on it. So
Damn.
I'll do a quick number crunch.
Yeah.
Coachella gets the best lineups. Like if you look
It
at
does.
all of the festivals, like Coachella is always that first one to hit for the year too, and sets the
Mhm.
tone for everything else.
yeah.
Like,
But
they had
that
to have fun.
Lollapalooza lineup this year, man,
We are
that's
going to
Yeah.
nothing to
talk about
sleep
that.
on.
We are going to talk about that.
Okay.
I gotta pull it up. Let's kind of get into this here.
Wait a minute. It's gonna take an hour for you to get done with the lineup if you're gonna read the lineup.
No, I'm just looking at the top stuff.
Okay.
The first little bit of it. Top 4: Foo Fighters, Post Malone, Tyler, and Miley. Thoughts?
Ooh. I've seen Post Malone live before. He's very incredible live. He's definitely worth checking out. You'll be very impressed. I saw him at the Hollywood Bowl once, and I saw him at that one newer venue around USC, I think. Yeah, very impressed with him, and he plays guitar too. So kind of reminiscent of Kurt Cobain, but not quite. But yeah, pretty dope. Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah,
he's just dope. I love him, man. I love everything about him. I love his every video on the internet and the faces he makes in the pictures that he takes with his fans, and he's just the dopest. And I love that music video when he was carrying the roach around his fingers.
Yeah. What was that?
That was the first one.
That was his first one too. God, what was that one called? I forgot about that one. That was such a fire song.
Just to backtrack, you were right. That Coachella with Prince was Portishead and Kraftwerk.
Yeah. Yes.
Fire.
And Jack Johnson.
Ooh.
Shout out!
I love me some Jack.
I still listen to
Jack
Johnson.
I do too.
I still listen to Jack Johnson all the time. But
I do
is
too.
my shit.
I roll up a joint, sunny day.
I got that record over there. I got that record on vinyl.
Yeah, I know you got that one.
Yeah.
It's driving me crazy that I can't think of that Tyler song.
I know.
I'm looking it up right
Yonkers.
now.
Yonkers. I was gonna say Philly,
yes.
Philly or something.
Yeah.
Somewhere over there.
Yeah.
East Coast.
Yeah.
What was the other act? Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, Miley's on there.
Miley's gonna put on the show.
I like how she's kind of channeling kind of that Stevie Nicks vibe lately, and she's covering like all those classic rock songs, which I feel like this generation might lose out on that part of music. I feel like it's often overlooked, so I think it's really cool that she's trying to keep that alive. I saw her performing on Saturday Night Live, and it was really amazing. It was for like a Mother's Day episode. It was her and Elon Musk. I don't know if you guys watched that episode, but they did a cold open for Mother's Day, and it was all of the comedians on SNL with their mothers, and they would tell jokes in between Miley Cyrus singing this song, and it was just incredibly beautiful. And she reminded me of Dolly Parton, and I was like, wow, like she sounds like Dolly Parton at sometimes. And then at the end, she's like, I just want to give a shout out to my godmother, Dolly. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know that. So Dolly Parton's her godmother. And so I'm really excited about what she's doing. And her song, Midnight Sky, it's really beautiful. And I recommend checking it out. And if you don't like Miley Cyrus, close your eyes and pretend like it's somebody else and give her a fair chance, because it's really, really beautiful.
Well, hey, we're caping for Miley this episode. Okay, let's go.
I don't know. It's my sparkling water that's
making
it out of me. There's this dude on the lineup. His name is like Mark Rebele or Rebele.
Yes, Mark Rebier.
Yeah, he's the
is
best.
That how you say it? How do you say it?
Rebier.
Yep. Dude,
he's the
that
best.
guy is dope.
Yeah,
I love that guy. I found him in the beginning of quarantine, and I was like, oh, he is a genius. Like comedy aside, the dude is good.
Yeah, he's good, really good.
Play his ass off, and it just so happens that he's funkier than hell.
Yeah,
and he just so happens to be funnier than a motherfucker. He's good.
Yeah. You know what? I need to see a collabo with him and that Dan Fettery guy, the guy that was the wedding singer from from like The Hangover. That guy.
The guy that's
did you see
around?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I need to see a collabo with them too.
I forgot about that guy. Did you see Mark Rebier and Erykah Badu?
No, I didn't.
That was sick. It was kind of crazy.
Yes, I did.
But
I did see the videos. That was so weird and random.
She had
I loved it.
the pyramid headdress thing. It was sick.
Like Raiden.
Yeah, she looked crazy. Yeah, she looked nuts.
I remember seeing some clips of that. I didn't watch the full performance, but I just remember saying, "Oh, what the
I
heck?"
was like, how the
Yeah.
hell did they get together? But
No,
again,
what?
He's the
he's
best.
not a fluke. He's
the best.
no
No, he's
he's
not.
no slouch. Like the
No.
guy is genuinely good.
Yeah. He went on Sway and ripped it up on Sway.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah?
saw that.
Yeah,
Wow.
ripped it
I know.
up.
I'm excited about that dude. He's hilarious, and he's like what it's all about, like having fun, and like,
Hell yeah.
and then like making you kind of shocked. Like, did you really just say that?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about him. I saw Kaytranada on there, but I didn't really see any DJs on there like at all.
Kaytranada's on there. Not a lot of DJs. There's like some EDM stuff. Brownies and Lemonade All Stars will definitely bring out some DJs. That's on here.
Okay.
Journey is on this lineup. Strangely
Mm.
enough. Nick rolls his eyes so hard at that one.
No Steve Perry though.
No Steve
No
Perry.
Steve Perry. Dang.
No
Who the fuck
way.
He has the
cares?
voice of an angel.
I feel
Limp
like this.
Bizkit.
Oh yeah.
Limp Bizkit is on.
Oh yeah,
this.
Limp Bizkit is on there.
yo,
I did
I'm
see that.
down. I'm down.
There it is. You saved it for me, dog. I was like, Graham, Tyler's good and all.
Neek is
but
all for the
I'm
nookie.
down for Limp
Neek is
Bizkit.
for the nookie.
Hold on to
Bro,
your hats because Jimmy Eat
King
World is on
Bread.
the lineup too.
Jimmy Eat. Wow.
Down.
Okay.
Give her. I mean, I could take it or leave it. I'm okay. They're all right.
I played some of them in my
Definition by
set
Jimmy
last
World.
on Sunday.
Modest Mouse.
Sick.
Okay.
Okay, that's nice. We'll all float on. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then a little bit corny. A little bit corny.
Angels and Airwaves is on this lineup.
I heard they put on a
That's-
good show, with all the lights and.
Yeah. That
It's funny to me that he has a serious band like that isn't Blink 182. Like that band is to be taken more seriously, but like his voice is.
Mhm.
My band is supposed to be taken more seriously. Angels and Airwaves.
I think I've seen videos though of their live shows, and it's pretty amazing with the lights.
damn.
I've actually never heard a single song from them, so I can't make an opinion, but I just see interviews where he's like really like it's not Blink.
I love Blink 182, man.
That's good.
I probably say it a lot on here, but I love Blink. Funny enough, halfway down the lineup is RMR, and that's that dude
Hey, yes,
and covered.
yes.
Travis, what song did he cover? The country song?
He covered the I've been hurting many years ago.
Yeah.
That
The
guy?
Broken Road. I'm singing his song, and I should be
Wait,
singing the
is
other
that
song.
that?
The Rascal
is that
Flats.
that-
Rascal
oh,
Flats,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Is that video with the ski mask?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
the national anthem. You mean?
Yeah. Yeah. This
There's
guy.
people in the YouTube comments that said this should be our national anthem.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This guy is on there. I
Heck
think that's
yeah.
gonna be a wild ass show.
Oh, yeah. Because his real stuff is pretty wild.
Oh,
It's
really?
just gonna be like
I haven't
mosh
heard
pit.
anything else other than that one
Oh,
song.
yeah. No, I'm a stand day one.
Okay, shoot me a link.
Got
Yeah.
you.
Travis, emotional
Bro.
oranges.
Emotional oranges. I stand for
Yes.
emotional oranges. I
I
stand. I
stand for
play
them
them in
too.
every single one of my sets.
Yeah, shout out to
Yes.
Rory.
Shout out Rory. Yes. Shout out Rory. God, I hope he's watching this.
Yeah.
He's probably not.
It's an interesting lineup, man.
I saw Child's on there.
Yep.
Mhm.
Freddie Gibbs,
Freddie.
Jaws,
Ooh.
Young
Yeah.
Thug and Playboy Cardi, Brock Hampton is
Oh,
back. I think
Playboy
Rock
Cardi is gonna
Anthem.
go off.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
You
I'm
know,
gonna be honest. I waited for that Playboy Cardi album for so long, and when it finally came, I became less of a fan.
oh yeah.
I
That Playboy Cardi album was kind of trash. It's all
I
about the
hated it,
energy for
bro.
that album.
it's all energy, and like
Yeah.
maybe I'm just like past the age where that
Yeah.
I'm gonna be into that. I was just like,
And
this is-
plus it came out during lockdowns and stuff.
Whatever.
Because because we know what it sounds like when the heavy hitters actually arrive.
Like when it's in the club, or like when
with Cole and Nikki. So we know what that sounds like. So everybody else, we were just biding time for the heavy hitters.
I was waiting for that Cardi album forever, and like, I don't know, when it came, I was like, this sucks.
I think I did have the same sentiment, actually.
Yeah,
I did.
And then like people hyped it up like it didn't, and I think opinions changed, but I wasn't
changed
in.
real quick.
What's that song on the Dark Demo tapes with Drake? It's like 1996 or 96.
Yeah.
Oh, that song was dope. And he was on that song, and then Magnolia, of course, like
right.
Of course.
Like imagine after being on lockdown, and then you go to this whole hike of like getting to Lollapalooza and paying for the hotel ticket, and then being with friends that maybe ditched you or whatever, and then all of a sudden that song plays, and you're like,
100%.
I want to share another lineup with you guys just to hear your thoughts on it.
Okay.
This is Bottle Rock Music Festival in Napa Valley. Okay. And I'm just going to read the first few artists on this lineup.
This is already my speed.
Guns N' Roses.
Buns and Poses. That's what my dad called them.
Foo Fighters. Miley Cyrus, Meg Thee Stallion, G-Eazy, Run the Jewels. James Murphy, LCD Sound System DJ set. Which would be dope. Big Frida. North Mississippi All Stars. This is kind of all over the place.
Yeah, it really is. I'm confused.
Well, I feel like it's like no rules right now. When everything opens up, it's like I'm gonna listen to whatever I want to listen to. There's no rules, there's no trends, there's nothing. It's like we're gonna put old stuff with new stuff, and corny stuff with dope stuff, and just like let's just throw it all on the table and let everybody have a feast.
Yeah, absolutely. And
commercial, underground, like let's go.
That will lead to this lineup that I saw in Daytona Beach. This year, November 11th through 14th, there's a festival in Daytona. 9 Inch Nails, Deftones, Cypress Hill, Stone Temple Pilots, Metallica, Rob Zombie, Social Distortion, Chevelle, Disturbed, The Offspring, Stained, Lynyrd Skynyrd, Mudvayne, Mastodon, and there's so many more on here.
That's the one, bro.
I think that is a dope one. I would say they need one or two more hip hop acts on that.
Yes.
See, the thing is, you're not going to get the hip hop. Tech 9 would be a good one.
Tech 9 would have been a good one.
I was going to say, I feel like you're not going to get the hip hop Cypress Hill at this show.
Right.
You're going to get the rock stuff from them because of the
would have been
lineup.
dope for that one.
Oh yeah,
or
like
Ice
Cube, NERD maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, I was going to say. I was gonna say, what was Thundercats' Suicidal Tendencies? They would have been a good one.
I almost said that. Wow.
Yeah,
they would have been a great one.
You got taste.
Dude, Punk Rock Bowling in Vegas.
I've been
September.
there. I went there once.
Dude, it's gonna look. It looks sick this year.
Yo, tell us about that, because I've only seen the lineup and I want to know what it's like.
It's dope.
It's just a bunch of bands playing in a bowling alley, or how does that work?
Well, I went to a different, I think it's like 2 days, but I went to the outdoor day. So it was in downtown Vegas, like they closed off one of the streets, and they had a couple of different stages, and man, I just love the people watching and looking at everybody's outfits. That was like super amazing. I want to say like Circle Jerks was there.
Yep.
Like, that was the one that I remember from there, because they had like a special that everybody was drinking, and they called it like the special, and it was like a PBR with a shot of what's the cinnamon one?
Fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Oh. PBR and a shot of Fireball.
That's what people drink over there. That was the special. They were drinking that. I was like, oh my God.
Nick, were you drinking that?
Probably back then. I'm not gonna act like I
have the
was.
special.
Two specials, please.
Yeah.
I just want to go to like any and every show that I can and see any type of music. I think live music is always good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm stoked on not seeing I'm stoked on seeing DJs, but like at festivals, I'm burnt on it. I don't want to see a DJ set. I want to see a band.
Right.
So when you mentioned earlier, like not a lot of DJ sets at Coachella, I'm like, that's good. Like you can see a DJ every weekend. You know what I mean? Like, and living in Vegas, you can see a big DJ every weekend. So like, screw that. I don't want to pay for a 3-day festival to watch somebody stand behind CDJs. It's just boring. Like, anybody can play MP3s. I want to see a band. I want to see something special. I want to see a song played live. But yeah, I'm stoked.
Or like what about like a DJ with a band?
Like that's fine, dude. Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. Incubus.
You know, I'm surprised like they didn't put like D-Nice. I'm surprised they didn't put like D-Nice or somebody like that on there. Like I really definitely think like the DJs have been working so hard during the quarantine and like I feel like they should have like really acknowledged that. Like
well,
really...
Colin, what were we talking about? I think you brought it up, the Twitch stage.
Oh yeah, just having one stage at a festival of all like Twitch's best, like Scratch Bastard, Four Color Zach, like it'd be huge.
Yeah.
See, yeah, with the visuals and everything.
Yeah. There are some questions that I want to get into. We are all over the place tonight. I have some things written down here. Sophy, Meek Mill wished you happy birthday. Can we talk about that? This was on Twitter, right? Meek Mill wish you happy birthday.
Y'all thought I was finished?
It was just like a really random thing, and I interpreted it to be for me, but it was just so random. Like it was on my birthday, and a bunch of people were wishing me happy birthday, and I opened up my newsfeed and I saw "Happy Birthday, Shouty," and I was like, "That's for me." I don't know who he was wishing it out for, but I was like, "That is for me. I'm owning it. I'm the birthday girl.
Yes,
I'm taking it." I even told him, I was like, "Thank you."
We're counting it. We'll edit this all up to where it says, "Yeah, Meek Mill wish me happy birthday. No big deal."
Sorry, Meek Mill, me and him, we go way back.
That's old news.
That is so great.
Old news. Sophy, you did 4 years at Power 106. Is that correct?
Yeah, 4-ish. Yeah.
Dang.
And you met everyone. You worked side by side with everyone. I saw Tribe was there. You met members of Wu-Tang. Who was your favorite act or person that you came in contact with?
Man, like working there was like an absolute dream come true. Like I still can't believe that I got an opportunity to be over there, and like actually like meeting Q-Tip, Andrew Roby, like and then RZA and Mathematics. I'm like, like it would just be one day they're like, "Oh yeah, like Eric Sermon's right here, Nipsey Hussle or YG's in," and you know you got to be cool. You can't be like, "Oh my god, like I have all your posters on my wall." Like you know, you got to be cool and be like, "Oh yeah, what's up? How are you?" You know, yeah, like I took the elevator with Dom Kennedy, like with Sean and Marlon Wayans, and yeah, I would say probably, well, yeah, I remember one day like the Game just like walked into the studio and he did like a whole interview, and I remember him talking about when he wakes up every morning, the first question that he asks himself is, what would Tupac do? And I was just like, I can't believe I'm standing in this room right now. Yeah, and then the Ludacris, he was really, really dope, and I just couldn't believe I was sitting next to him. I like rapped all of his songs in the backseat of my homegirl's car in high school. Like, wow, you know. But I would say the sweetest or nicest interaction that I had was, oh wait, I made hot chocolate for Lil Yachty once.
you are, Mr. Boat.
Yeah, well, the camera guys weren't ready for him, and they were like, "Soph, can you show him the snack room?" And I was like, "Okay, sure." And I was like, "Hey, so this is what we have, and like we have coffee and we have tea and we have hot chocolate." He's like, "Hot chocolate?" He was very interested in that. I was like, "Yeah, you want me to make you one?" And he was like, "Yeah." He was so innocent and sweet, like he was like a young kid, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I asked Ugly God, why do they call you Ugly God? And he said, "Are you serious?" He was so mad that I asked him that. He's like, he didn't even answer it. It was funny. I let Migos borrow my phone charger one time. ASAP Rocky was the nicest person I ever met out of everybody. He had no ego. And he came up to me and he could tell that like I'm not a fan, but that I wanted to talk to him, he just came up to me and he was like, "You want to take a picture with me?" I'm like, yeah. He was like very, very nice to me. So yeah, solid guy. And then there was one more story I wanted to tell you and I just like totally lost it. Oh yeah, I freestyle rap for Joey Badass.
Oh, dope.
That's sick.
He beatboxed.
What?
Yeah.
When Joey Badass hits the beat, you gotta bar up.
Yeah. I think that was my caption for the photo or something.
Fucking nuts. How did you start over Power 106?
I was really interested in radio, and when I went to college, I was very involved with my university radio station, Golden Eagle Radio. Shout out to you, Golden Eagle Radio.
Hey, shout out.
Cal State LA, goldeneagleradio.org for the students by the students, and your voice, your radio. So I was involved on the campus a lot, and one time Power 106 was coming to my school and they were having a basketball game, celebrity basketball game. And I was like, "Oh, Power 106 is coming to my school. I'm going to show off." And so they had the DJ decks up there and I was DJing and then I was passing out promotional materials. I was getting on the mic and I made sure I kept saying like, "And Power 106 is here and Power 106 is here." And I was like all over it. One of the dudes, Teddy Mora, who's on the morning show right now on Power 106 with Nick Cannon and DJ Charisma. He was really thirsty and he said, "Can I get one of those Red Bulls?" And I said, "Sure. Let me know which flavor you want."
Oh, like he was thirsty, like he needed a drink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I was passing out Red Bulls, right?
Pull my mind back out of the gutter real quick. Just
the thirsty.
Okay, sorry.
I was like passing out Red Bulls like during the event because Red Bull sponsored the event and they had like promotional drinks that people were passing out. So our student radio station was passing that out to the students at the event. And so he had asked other students that were involved in the radio station, like he said, "I asked students before you and they didn't know. And then you came and you said, which flavor?" So he said, "Follow me on Twitter and keep in touch with me and just let me know that you're the girl that gave me the Red Bull." And I was like, "Okay." And so I let him know that. And then like over many, many months, like everything I was posting, like he would check in with me here and there. And he said, like we have an audition coming up for Power 106 and, I would like you to be there, but, I want you to audition for like a DJ role. And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then the night before I called him, I was like, "Oh, I don't know if I could do the DJ thing, but I will just do a microphone audition. I don't know if I could do the DJ one. I'm so nervous. Like, what if I'm not good enough, And then when I got there, I did my microphone part and that finished. And then everybody left and it was just the people trying out for DJing. And it was like maybe 5 dudes and me. And then I saw 2 dudes go and I said, "Oh, I'm auditioning to DJ right now." and I the mix landed and then they called me in for a group interview and then I got the group interview and I waited till the very end because they were saying like, oh, we check to see, who goes first and, like who enters the room at what time. And I was like, oh no, you guys go ahead. And I was so nervous and dressed up and all that. And then I waited till the very end and they said, oh, we're kind of happy that you waited till the very end because we wanted to offer you the position on the spot. And I was like, oh, I was kind of hoping you would do that. So, yeah, and I just couldn't believe it. And so, yeah, that was the start of my Power 106 t-shirt collection.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Literally
That's so sick.
from right place, right time to just being yourself and being cool and offering someone a drink landed you a job on one of the biggest radio stations after they found out how dope you were.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking nuts. Big ups to you.
Big ups.
Thank you.
And now
Thank you
Meek
very
Mill
much.
is a huge fan, and it's
Yeah.
just, you know.
He's my bestie.
Yeah.
And
I
hot
saw
chocolate with
also,
Little Yachty.
yeah,
Hot chocolate with Lil Yachty. Yeah, that was really amazing, that part.
I saw on your IG that you've always kind of been making mixes, though. I saw
Yes.
that you were making mixes on cassettes. That was your jam, like back when that was a thing, right?
I have some of my old cassettes, yes. It's still in the shoebox upstairs.
Yeah.
Yes. Like
You
my
just-
upstairs looks like Nico's background.
Mm.
Whoa.
Sick.
Not that crazy, maybe a little bit less, but
This is it.
It's all his is green screen. So if you got
Oh,
the
Yeah, this isn't even here. This isn't
but
even-
but some of them are my dad's collection, and I would like steal my dad's tapes, and put them in my collection, be like, this is mine, and he's like,
Mhm.
oh, what happened to my squeeze tape,
Yeah.
so
do you remember your first record?
nope.
No.
Don't.
Or maybe your first CD or first cassette?
Oh, actually, I do remember my first record, 1969. I wasn't alive during then, but that was when it
I was like-
pressed. I was like, 1969. No, Uptight, Little Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah.
Baby, everything's
Everything is
all right.
alright.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. And I remember my dad showed it to me. He's like, this is where the year is on the record, and he would teach me everything about
That's
that.
so
And
sweet.
you're supposed to hold the record like this when you open it, and he was like that. Mm-hmm.
That's
It's
so
a pro
sweet.
introduction that a lot of DJs just don't have. Like
100%.
if you put some records in front of some DJs, they'd be like, what? Like, how do I
I get
This
sick
a-
watching
Is
DJs
this a
touch
Serato
records.
record?
Yeah. Where's the control tone?
Yeah.
When
No,
they
that's-
just grab it.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
fact that you did this, I'm like, oh, you know what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
My dad was like,
Records.
you hold the edge with your thumb, and then you put your middle finger like in the middle, and touch the label, and
Y-
you hold it like that very
Yep.
carefully. You don't put your fingerprints on it. Even though when I was little, I used to be like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but he had like this solution and what looked like a chalkboard eraser, and he would clean his records with
That
the-
neat. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Which one? He has the dishwasher.
yeah.
There you go.
I think
This is a-
3M, does 3M make it? Or yeah, so cool. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
D4.
Yeah, D4.
Oh, yeah.
I was like 3M. I don't know.
4L makes that?
D4L.
You said D4L. Hey.
Isn't that a future song?
And the people that made Laffy Taffy.
Oh,
3LW made it.
3LW. TLC. Maybe.
TLC made it. 702 made it.
Oh,
Where my girls at?
So yeah, you've been making mixes. You've been doing that for a while, which
yes.
obviously led you to a career in music, a path in music. I want to ask you this question. What did you learn from radio that you applied to club DJing, that you applied to your DJ career outside of the studio?
a lot. I mean,
Yeah,
a lot.
sure.
But probably I could go into a room and be like, okay, this is a group of the age number. The main thing that I learned is if people are dancing, keep playing it and don't change the song. And if people are not dancing, then change the song immediately.
Yeah, for sure.
People want to hear what they like. So don't play too much obscure music. So play what people like or songs that they know. I mean, people want to hear songs that they know. And yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing I could remember now. It's very hard to turn like all those years like into a digestible sentence.
Yeah. Just being around that, because club DJing and radio DJing is like two entities on its own. Like
Definitely.
you're very good at one and you can be very good at the other, but there's not much overlap. There's a little overlap, right?
Yeah, I would say there are a lot of rules that happen like a little bit more recently, I would say, but yeah, I would just say you have to be very careful. Obviously you should know the song and the lyrics because you can't play certain words on the air, so some songs don't have it bleeped out and you got to be ready to do that on the fly.
Yeah.
So like I guess know the songs by heart. Yeah.
Yeah. I do want to
Drake. And Drake and Drake and Drake and Drake.
That's the overlap, right?
Yes.
That's good.
That's the overlap.
Or good on the radio. It's just Drake's face right in the middle.
Yeah.
A Venn diagram of Drake.
A Venn diagram.
God, I can't wait for the boy to put his album out.
Bar Mitzvah Radio Club, and it's just Drake's face.
Drake.
That's cute. You should post that. That'll go viral.
That'll be a good it's interchangeable. It can be Calvin Harris as well. If you don't want to use Drake's face, you can use Calvin Harris's face.
Or Diplo.
Be like, I don't know who Calvin Harris. They wouldn't recognize his face, I don't think. Diplo, for sure.
Diplo, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Would you recognize Calvin Harris at the airport?
No. Diplo, yes.
Yeah. Skrillex, for sure.
For sure.
Skrillex,
I would have been up to like Corey Feldman. No.
Low key.
He does look like Corey Feldman.
Low key.
Wait, they're not the same person with a different haircut?
He just grew his hair out.
See?
I once found Skrillex's iPod. He left it at my job. And
anything good on it?
Really?
Yeah, we left it at work, and we're like, oh, we gotta look through this, and it wasn't anything like we were hoping for. Like some unreleased music would be on it or something, and it was like just
Barbra Streisand, and
it wasn't anything crazy. It was just
Barry
like his stuff. It was. We thought it was gonna be like this crazy iPod, and we had to track him down. And we got it back to him, but it was crazy. We were like, oh, we got to rip this. And then we went to her, we're like, yeah, we can just give it back to him.
Little James Ingram on there.
When iPods were first coming out, like they were too expensive for me. I was in high school, and then my dad got me this thing called a Nomad, and it was kind of like a bootleg version, and it could only fit 13 songs on it, and my dad would just like sit there downloading music and burning CDs, and he left me so many CDs. I have like thousands of CDs. I have like 200 gigs of music that I inherited from my dad, and I would give him the Nomad, and I would give him a list of songs like, okay, Dad, like, can you change this song but keep this song on? And I'd have my dad like downloading GDEP, and like it was just really funny.
That's awesome.
I think I had something similar, because I remember getting very bored with the song selection that I had and like begging my parents, like, yo, I need something that can hold a little bit more. This only holds like 13 songs or something like that. But I never, luckily, did you guys ever get the Zune? You remember that?
I remember the Zune.
No.
You're
I got an iPod Nano.
For sure.
The Zune.
This is before I entered the Mac world, and I was working a job in high school, and I was like, yo, I gotta save up my money because my iPod got stolen. So I was like, I bought like one secondhand. So I saved up my money and I was like, I'm getting a new iPod. Then the Zunes came out and I was a PC guy anyways. And I was like, the Zune's fresh. It has a big screen. Like you can watch movies on that, John. Like I was like, that's the one. I'm getting the Zune. And then I liked the way like the interface was, like the software that came with it. And I was like, yo, that's the one. And then I got it and I was like, it's cool, but like everybody's on iTunes and everybody has, like, nobody has a Zune. I can't use any of the, there was like some sort of like shareable thing that you could do on a Zune, but nobody had one. So I was like, this is stupid. So I tried to sell it on Craigslist so I could get my money back and go buy an iPod.
Man, I slept on the Zune, but I remember asking my parents like for like the legit iPod. I never got it. I saved up my money and I got an iPad Nano, but the Zune, it was in between that and that. But I still kind of remember the Zune commercial a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I ended up getting the U2 iPod.
Oh,
really?
The black one, the red and black one, and then going in because it had the U2 songs on it preloaded.
Man,
so you go in and you take those off, and then you put on the songs that you want, and then you got a dope iPod.
Yeah.
Wow.
I still got the U2 songs on this thing. I haven't deleted them.
You haven't deleted them yet? No, I
had the audacity.
Yeah, they just, they leave them on there. They're like, hey, in case you need to listen to something, I'm like,
in case you need to listen to some Bono.
I'm not trying to hear music that bad. Like,
I wonder if people listen to it. Did you listen to it?
Whenever I get in the car, it auto links to that, and that's the first thing that plays, and I'm like, oh no.
You know what's
never
crazy?
Gave that one a chance.
Now knowing how streaming works and how artists get paid by having their music on streaming platforms, did they just force a platinum album on us? Like,
because that's what Jay learned too.
They just made it like they were just like, okay, everybody has it, everybody's gonna listen to it at least once. Boom, platinum album done.
Yeah,
and like,
that's how Jay-Z got a platinum album from Magna Carta.
That's right.
Was his deal with Samsung.
That was very telling though, because people were very upset about that. That was like kind of like, wow, like what an invasion, I think that when music ends up in your library, like it's like a whole journey of like having that experience. Like I remember like I was sitting in this restaurant and this song came on and I was eating a cheesecake and this lady in a yellow dress walked by and those kind of things, and they give you like vivid memories like that, and to have someone just like throw the music in there with no sort of like memory or experience attached to it, then
now I'm just mad at it.
Yeah, I was mad at it. I didn't even give it a chance to the principal. I was like, wow, how rude.
It's like an invasion.
I want to open this up to the chat, to everyone. If you could preload a phone with any artist that everyone would have to listen to, who would it be?
Michael Bolton. I'm loving Tenderness album. Come on, are you kidding me? Everybody needs to be sharing Michael Bolton.
People would be so pissed off at you.
People would be pissed. Riots everywhere. A whole city will burn down.
Jupiter, if that is the vibe, then I'm gonna go with "Never Gonna Give You Up."
Yes, Rick Ashley.
You're gonna Rickroll everybody.
Yes. You know the vibe. You know the vibe.
Yo.
Never gonna give.
The city is burning if you do that.
The city is burning down.
I would put it 10 times.
10 times. Oh my gosh, she would do a whole album of just Rickroll.
What you should do though is name it something else. Because if we're going full Rickroll and forcing everybody to listen to it, it's got to be a prank. This is Beyonce's new album or Taylor Swift's new album, and just come up with a track list. Boom, Rick Astley 10 times in a row.
Or you know what? Like YouTube, and it's just that, and you're like, "Yo, what the fuck? They got me."
Yeah.
That actually might work in Rick Astley's favor if he named it just Beyonce. and then dropped it.
Oh yeah.
That the Beehive. I think the Beehive will switch and be able to like, yo, Rick Astley's kind of dope.
Yeah.
Rick, I remember like when Rick rolled was a thing, and like you'd get tricked all the time.
That was
Like, it
like
was
the
such a-
original meme. Like
That was you'd get tricked into listening to Never Gonna Give You Up.
I would listen to it too.
yeah,
And I would
Travis
watch
was
the
one
video.
that
I would
was
watch
like,
it and everything. Watch the guy run up the wall and flip. You know the scene. You know the scene. Yes.
Travis said, "We're no strangers to love."
Oh, not at
We're no
all. I don't know
strangers
what
to
I would want to do.
love.
I feel like I would want to do something funny, but something that I like it would probably be like Sublime or something cliche, like a bad band that I really like. So like Sublime or like,
Alien Ant Farm.
oh my God, no, but that'd be funny. That would be funny. That would be funny though. So maybe like, yo, what did Neek put in my phone?
What if it's just Alien Ant Farm doing covers of Michael Jackson?
It's like
listening to Alien Ant Farm do a cover of In the Closet, Keep It in the Closet.
That's weird.
It would be Limp Bizkit's first album.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I would go a route with a lot of bad language. So no matter like when you walk into like a Walmart and someone hits play on that, it's just playing Project Pat. Like right out of the gate. And you're just like, yo, you gotta turn this off. You can't play that in here. Like,
nope, it's gotta be played.
Like you plug in your shit into like a port at like a nice restaurant just to charge your phone, and it starts playing that over the rest of the like, cut this Project Pat, man.
Oh man, it just opens up with Chicken Head.
Yeah. The Mater D's like, yo, cut this shit.
I would go.
But the cooks are vibing.
Attack.
Yeah, you're like, no, you're
gonna surviving. I'd go into a full-blown anxiety attack if I saw like it's just a charger and was like, oh hell yeah, let me charge my phone real quick, and my music started playing. I would lose it. Like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
My first song is ADHD, Kendrick.
Oh shit.
The first thing it's gonna say is like, fuck that.
You're like,
mine for the longest time was it was A-Punk by Vampire Weekend.
Oh, I like that song.
So every time I turned on my car, I was,
that's a good start your car song.
It's a good start your car song until like 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, or like it's 6 a.m. and you're going to work. You don't need that much energy to start the day off. Or like you left the volume up too loud before you turn the car off, and it's just like it comes in hard.
That's hilarious. I love that.
And it's the only song that you can't delete from your phone.
Dude, and I had, for whatever reason, I had like 4 versions of it. Like, so like I'd skip and it's like stuck in alphabetical order, so I gotta keep hearing it like 4 times. I was in like a wormhole of A-Punk.
Yo, you said Spider plays that out too, right? In his DJ sets?
Yes, that is a signature Spider song.
So whenever you heard that, you were instantly triggered from hearing it in your car, and you were like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yo, that's funny.
I'd be at work and Spider's playing, and then A-Punk comes on. I'm like, I can't escape this song.
Everywhere you go. Since I read that Sophy is a foodie, I'd like to pass it over to Neek.
Oh, back to Neek.
Oh, my favorite topic, or second favorite topic, music.
You're gonna love this. So I'm actually plugging all the pieces together, moving pieces around, and I'm getting all of our DJ friends endorsed by fast food establishments, a la Travis Scott.
Wow,
so,
really?
Yeah, we're working on it.
It's great. DMS is really footing the bill here.
Yeah,
so,
thanks, Uncle Warren.
Thanks, Uncle Warren.
Appreciate you.
Warren Peace, aka Warren Buffett,
aka Uncle Warren.
aka Uncle Warren. So The Sophy meal is going to be, where is it and what is it?
I mean, what day of the week is it? Is it hot outside? Is it cold
It's
outside?
7 days. You
7
get
day
this
week.
deal for a year. You get it for a year. So you get all seasons. Where are you going? What are you ordering? And feel free to get creative, because it has to be specific to you. And we have to order like the Sophenom meal, and I want to know what it is.
I mean, I would want to say like probably like 2 chick talks, you know, 2 chick talks and a Coke, with like hottest salsa that you got. I like a mom and pop spot. It has to be a big chain.
It has to be a big chain. Can't be mom and pop.
But you can make any chain make whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So back in the day,
within reason,
the McDonald's in Glendale, California, it had a movie theater right next to it, and it was like underneath like some kind of corporate building or whatever, but that McDonald's had personal pizzas.
Okay, now we talking.
Oh yeah.
Now we talking.
They used to sell personal pizzas at McDonald's in Glendale, California, like back in the day. So I would say probably a personal pizza from McDonald's, with, let's do a Coke. I love Coke once in a while, and if I'm going to McDonald's, I go
McDonald's
in.
Coke is superior.
Fountain Coke.
Yeah, with ice.
Okay. Yes.
And
hospital ice or cubed ice.
Is hospital ice the one that's like sliced a little bit?
It's like Sonic.
Like the
yeah, hospital ice. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And then
Trav, you know McDonald's doesn't have hospital ice.
Oh, I know, but this is her meal. I'm helping her out with her meal here. So they're gonna do that for her meal.
I know this is super unhealthy.
It's a
but I feel
separate ice machine for her meal.
Absolutely.
If you take the decision to go to have fast food in the first place, then that means you're ready to go all out. So I feel like we're gonna spend the money. I would say, okay, it'll be a personal size pizza, and it'll be cheese, just a cheese pizza just for you. A side of ranch, extra sauce, a Coke on the side, and a mixtape.
Hey,
yo, we gotta put it in there.
Little Happy Meal.
It's got like a Happy Meal with like the sleeve with the M and then your name. This is gonna be sick.
There you go.
Yeah, we got the branding already. So
this is sick.
Is it Warren or who do I call?
War and Peace.
Yeah,
Warren Peace.
Warren Peace. Uncle Warren.
Uncle
you
Warren,
better be listening to
make
this
the
episode.
call, hit up Mickey D's. We got to make it happen. I love corporate food. I don't know why. It's like sort of a weird interest of mine. But yeah, McDonald's used to have personal pizzas. Very short-lived thing.
As an employee working at this McDonald's, I would stick the mixtape underneath the layer of cheese on the pizza. So you go to bite into it.
Are you calling me cheesy?
Ooh. Shots fired.
Imagine biting into a pizza and you pull out a USB and you're like,
I'll swallow this.
It's an interactive experience.
You may die.
You the mixtape.
Oh man.
There's a mixtape somewhere in this meal. Good luck.
Hey, well, since this meal is being made and produced and put out by the Glendale McDonald's by a cinema, we are developing our DJ biopic cinematic universe. Okay, so in this DJ biopic cinematic universe, who is playing Sophenom? It can be anybody, dead or alive.
See, this is how I know you listen to your own mixes, because that was a perfect transition.
You like that, didn't you?
Perfect.
Yeah, Segway King over here.
Yeah, let's go. I'll take my flowers.
Yeah. If your name is Jupiter, you got to know how to segue.
You got it.
Off the bat. Yeah.
You got it. Got it.
Can it be animated?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that you'd be the first. That'd be great.
You fired up.
I love
I would
that.
say Lisa Simpson.
Hey. That's a great pick.
That's fantastic.
Oh, I adore that pick.
Thank you.
A little Who Framed Roger Rabbit situation.
Yes. Or
Now
Space Jam.
in the fucking movie. This is gonna be
Or
great.
we can go Crazy World. Remember that movie Crazy World?
Yes,
Oh,
Brad
man.
Pitt. That's our guy.
Yes, it was.
Brad Pitt.
What
Yes.
was
Our
that
guy.
about that movie?
Yes.
Not too
Oh,
bad.
intersecting with real
Mm.
live action and animation. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, that's
Mhm.
definitely.
I love the
mine.
idea that Lisa Simpson is in this movie filled with real life actors playing someone else, playing a
Right.
real life person. This is great.
Right.
Like DJing and everything, and they're like, Lisa, and she's like, no, not Lisa.
Yeah, she's Lisa Simpson is a method actor too.
Yes.
Yeah.
She
Yes.
stays in character.
I love that.
Thank you.
That's a good pick. All right, so as you're currently living in LA, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. If we were going out to LA, and I know a lot of people are listening from the West Coast, where are you taking the squad out to eat?
How hungry are you?
Hungry. Just got off the plane.
Just
Smoked a
plain
joint.
starved.
Ate an edible. I'm ready to go.
Trav was doing dabs on the plane, so
Yes,
he's
I
ready
was.
to go.
Yes, I was. Taking my high to a different level. What did 2 Chainz say? Drunk and high on the airplane?
Yeah, drinking champagne on the campaign.
Yep. Let's go.
So much polo on, I got horsepower.
He really is incredible.
So good.
Just have to say that.
So good.
He's incredible.
Incredible. I absolutely adore him.
Oh, I do too. I'm going to make a controversial call right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Okay, you ready? You ready for this? You ready? 2 Chainz is Jay-Z with a Southern twang.
That's a hot take.
That's a very hot take.
Very hot take.
But
Very
I
hot
could see
take.
that. I could see that. I could see that though.
Mm-hmm. They think
And
about their
also-
cadences.
And their age as well.
Mm-hmm.
What about Slim Thug?
I do like something Slim Thug.
Slim Thugger, boss of the North.
I was sitting in a green room with Slim Thug, and I was petrified to say hello.
Oh, were you?
He's like 6'8", and I'm like, yo, I'm such a big fan.
What do you say?
I
What do you
wanna
say, Mr.
what's up.
Slim?
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, Mr. Slim.
Excuse me, Mr. Thug.
This
Get out of here.
Get out.
Get this guy out of here.
Oh man.
Sophie, where are we going to eat?
There's a really dope barbecue. We're gonna get some barbecue at Zeke's Smokehouse in Montrose, California. And they have good beef brisket, really, really dope sides, fried asparagus, mashed potatoes if you want. What else do they have? Hush puppies and zucchini, fried zucchini, I think. And they have banana pudding for dessert.
Oh, I'm trying to go.
They have the best Arnold Palmers, and they make their iced tea and they make their lemonade, you know? So it's like from scratch.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yes. What's it called again?
Zeke's.
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 If you're listening, I am a barbecue connoisseur.
You are?
Oh God, yeah. Oh
okay,
yeah.
then you gotta shoot me a link for some other spots too.
See, my barbecue eating is in Texas though. I have a hard time venturing outside of Texas and eating barbecue. Just doesn't taste the same.
Yeah, you're a
to me.
frequenter now.
Yeah, I am. So I am down to try Zeke's. Zeke's, if you're listening, please send a care package.
Second part to this question: after we go to Zeke's, what's the first record store we're hitting?
Well, the closest one to that is Gimme Gimme Records. So I'd probably say Gimme Gimme Records.
Okay. Now that we're just talking about record stores, if you were stranded on an island, what album are you bringing with you? And it's only one album that you can bring. She's like, my mixtape.
She's
Got
like
everything on it.
10 songs by Rick Astley on my iPhone. See ya.
Well, I would say it's a tie between probably like No Doubt, Tragic Kingdom, or the Fugees, The Score.
Oh, hell yeah.
Great picks.
Yeah. Except for Proz could probably sit down on the score.
There's
Whole
a
album.
Prozless version now.
Is there?
What?
Yeah, somebody made a Prozless version of that album.
No.
Oh, that's
I don't
amazing.
even want to hear it. No,
I might need to listen to it.
That's blasphemy. I will
The
The
not.
score was a 9.
That's something
man.
that
Score was a
Console would
9, and without Proz, it's a 10.
make. Yeah.
Actually, and then I have a third one. I don't know if it could be a double disc, but I will say All Eyes on Me by Tupac.
Okay.
Ooh,
Double
No
disc,
one
2
has-
discs, so I
Two
can get
discs,
2 for
yeah.
the price of 1.
Yes, yes.
yeah.
That's a solid pick.
I'm here for the No Doubt pick, which is
I
I
am
also
love the
too.
No Doubt pick.
that's Trayze's favorite album as well. So you're
Yes.
in good company with that.
Mhm.
He's a huge Tragic Kingdom stan. I want to ask you this question. I saw you have something called the Hip Hop Agenda. Tell us about that.
That's my friend. Her name is Vashti. She goes by King Vashti. And we are obsessed with different dates that happen in hip hop. Anniversaries, death anniversaries, album anniversaries, and things like that. So she actually put the whole book out and everything, but I just like support it creatively, and she has me kind of be like a book tester for her, like a product tester, and give her feedback. And I just I utilize it and I support her. And so that's what that is, the Hip Hop Agenda. And you can plan out your whole year. It talks about like how you've spent your money, how to build your brand, and important dates in hip hop that you cannot miss, different ideas and strategies for social media. I almost dropped my drink. Different strategies for social media, certain hashtags that you should be using or that you can be using. It helps, it kind of like brings it out of you. It doesn't really tell you what to do, but it's kind of like it kind of gives you the structure, and then it's free flowing for you as the owner of the book. And and it helps you to develop yourself every year. You do a self check quarterly, do a self check monthly, do a self check weekly, and see, it even asks you, what song were you listening to this week, and you can go back like at the end of the year and be like, damn, I was listening to that Big Sean song, like what? But I had it on repeat. That's weird.
That is so dope. I need to
Yeah.
pick this up. Is this you
Yeah.
can just find this online?
Yeah, you can find it online, hiphopagenda.com, I believe. But if you just go search Hip Hop Agenda, you'll be able to find it. And I think it's really amazing. And especially if you are into hip hop, if you are an artist or a brand, or trying to build your hip hop brand, hip hop show, or anything in relation to hip hop, like it has all of those elements, and especially one of the elements of hip hop that KRS-One talks about is entrepreneurship.
Wait, you guys have to see who's calling in real quick.
Oh,
Really?
Trayze, put them on.
We were literally just talking about you.
Hi.
What up, Trayze?
Trayze, what's good, man? You are live
How
on
are
the
you?
505 podcast, brought to you by Direct Music Service and Nuke's Hot Sauce. Please do not incriminate yourself as you are live right now.
Trayze.
Are you guys on Twitch too, or what are you guys doing?
No, we're just recording in the episode right now, so you're going to be in the
okay.
episode. Our guest today is Sophenom. You'll see her right there in the bottom right.
You can't see
Hi.
it.
You know the other clowns, but
You can't
She
see.
said-
You can't see it, bro. You're at the top of the screen for him. So there
There?
you go. There. That's a little bit better.
Okay.
He's just looking at my ass now.
okay.
It's a little blurry, but I can see everybody.
So she said if she was stranded on an island, one of
Oh
her
wait, are you guys on Zoom?
or on Zoom.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like Inception, like a meeting within a meeting.
Yo, just text me the Zoom code. I'll jump in that joint.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
Really?
All right, hang on.
Oh my God, that is so dope. Are you serious? Wow.
That's how
so
we do it
funny.
around here. This is.
I love his edits so much.
Yeah. Oh yeah. His edits have saved me in a couple tough spots.
Yeah,
Trayze
for
is
sure.
the man.
Yeah.
He was one of our first guests, and he did the entire episode while like cutting down a forest or something. Like he was doing some like real work.
He was like building a log cabin or something.
Yeah.
Just work. Yeah, as I'm like holding up my phone, like, here's everyone.
There he is.
Hi.
There he is. Welcome to the podcast. Trayze.
Guys.
Hey, what's up? Happy anniversary.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Guys.
It's your anniversary?
Yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was like, yo, I'm sorry to interrupt you during.
Yeah,
during
happy
romantic
belated,
evening.
man.
If you guys hear strange noises in the background, I'm on my back porch, and I think it's like fox or wolf mating season or something.
What? What does the fox sound like?
They're going fucking crazy out in the woods right now.
We can never have you on this show just doing normal ass shit. Never ever.
Right.
I'm just
saying last time.
Wait a minute. What song would you guys be playing in the background for these foxes mating?
What does the fox say?
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh, how about Foxy Lady? Foxy
There you
Lady.
go. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I wish I had a fox pun right now. I'm sorry.
Okay. You lose, Napa.
I lose. Yo, Trayze, we were saying last time you were here, you were like building a log cabin. You were like chopping down trees or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. I was clearing a bunch of trees in our yard. Well, I say yard. We have like land.
Yeah.
And I was dumping them off at this place near our house, which it's like a mulch factory. They provide mulch for like half the East Coast.
Oh shit.
And you can bring like all your yard waste and trees and stuff to this place and drop it off for free. So I had just like cut down a bunch of trees and branches and shit and just dropped them off.
Oh.
Latest my latest country ass project is I'm building a chicken coop. But it's more like a chicken condominium. It's huge.
Yeah, because they have to have room to move around in the coop.
I don't know if the light will reach out that far, but I can try to turn it on and see.
Oh, this would be great. I love this.
Wait, so do you get free eggs or what? Free eggs?
You see out that far? No, it's this tree. See, I got to cut down another tree. This tree's blocking our view. This tree's blocking our view of the chicken condo.
The chicken condo, the chicken high rise. We got to protect them from all the foxes.
Well, literally, you have to put like wire. It's called hardware cloth. It's like welded wire fencing. That's like a mesh. You put it on all around it. The ceiling. You have to bury it in the ground. They'll fucking dig up in there and eat a chicken.
Oh yeah, they'll go under, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, that's my latest country project. But yes, you do get eggs. We're gonna get a ton of eggs soon.
Hell yeah.
Can't wait to see what you make. I think I've seen you make your own bread. I think I've seen you make your own pizza, which looked really amazing.
Oh yeah, this is the pizza oven. Yeah.
Yeah. You make your own pizza. You're the DJ that makes his own pizza.
Oh, I've seen one of those.
That's so sick.
It's called a uni.
Yeah, they just came out with those.
Yeah, I bought it. That was like my first pandemic purchase last year.
Yeah, that's a good purchase, man. I wish I had one of those.
Yo, that's bad news. I'd be eating pizza every meal.
I definitely ate a lot of pizza last year. Yeah, it's crazy. It's powered by wood pellets, and it gets up to like 900 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. On the chef show, like one of the best pizza chefs in the world. Like he has a restaurant over here. I think it's West Hollywood. It's called Pizzana. He makes like a pizza that's from Naples, and they cook the pizzas like at 700, like between 700 and 800 degrees. So, oh my gosh, 900-degree pizza. I want to try it.
Yeah, it cooks a pizza in 60 seconds.
What?
That's
Yeah.
absurd.
Yo, that's like when you get like super high, you're like, man, I could go for a pizza right now. Here it is.
60 seconds.
Well, I mean, it takes like 8 to 10 minutes to heat the thing up, but yeah.
Oh shit.
Damn.
We brought you on here not knowing that you were going to be on here today. So thank you for showing us a rundown of the yard and the beautiful oven you have. It's so weird that you had texted me because before you did that, we were talking about No Doubt Tragic Kingdom, and I wanted you to get in on that album.
Yeah. It came out when I was 12, and I think I was like about to start high school, or maybe I was a freshman in high school already. But that was like the soundtrack of my freshman year in high school, and I love that album. Like that's a no skipper. Like
yeah,
front to back. I still play it all the time. I have like multiple copies of the CD. I have the fucking picture disc. I have like all the singles. I have multiple copies of the album on wax. Like, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's just a great album. And I play drums among other instruments, but I would sit on my drum set and just play along to that album all the time.
Just don't speak on repeat.
So, and then years later, well, actually, that's actually my least favorite song on the album. But if you want some fun facts about the drums, I learned this like not too long ago. The drummer was like learning how to be a drummer during the recording of that album, or like they had just switched drummers right before they recorded the album, and he basically got like thrown into the fire.
That's sick.
But I like
that's terrifying.
He's Gwen's cousin or something, right?
That I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's Gwen's cousin.
Yeah.
But the drums are great on that album.
Yeah.
My favorite song on there is
Spiderweb?
Sunday Morning.
Oh,
yes,
I love
absolutely.
But Sunday Morning is my jam.
Yeah, that's
mine. I like
that's.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's my either number one or number two, but that's like one half of a longer song.
Yeah,
it's if you listen to the album, Sunday Morning comes on. Is it after? Hold on, now I gotta look at the track list.
Sunday Morning comes on after Excuse Me, Mister, I think.
Right. So where's the track list? So Sunday Morning is after 16, but the songs flow into each other. So if you play
that drum roll.
Right, it's the drum roll. It's the drum roll intro. So if you play 16 first, you have to play Sunday Morning.
Sunday Morning.
I consider them one song, and that's my favorite song on the album.
Wow.
Damn, I love that album too. That sounds sick. I never thought I'd get to dig into fucking Tragic Kingdom with other people.
I totally forgot about that little nugget, and I really miss when albums used to have like secret little things like that, like secret tracks, and how you'd have to like rewind this track or fast forward this track, and you'd get to another song. You know, I miss like hearing interludes on albums and skits, like how Fuji's the score. That's why that was one of them. But I absolutely love Tragic Kingdom though.
If you had the CD, and you had a CD player that was like set up to seamless play between tracks, it would just play.
Yeah.
That's why
And
I
there were-
picked that one, because
in
I
the-
never skip any songs.
And in the early to mid 90s, there were a lot of my favorite albums that had that seamless song to song transition where the whole hour of the album was like one long song. Like there's a bunch of albums that do that. One of, I guess, the first two that pop into my head would be like The Score does that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other album is Carnival does that too.
Wyclef one?
Yo,
Yeah.
Where like the songs just blend into each other, song to song to song to song to song. So anyway, sorry, I'm like going off on a weird tangent. But yeah, Tragic Kingdom. Tragic Kingdom's great. It's the best album ever.
Yeah, it's the greatest. I got it for a Christmas present from my uncle, and he had given it to me like a month before Christmas, and he put
When was this?
I think I was 7th grade or end of 6th grade, maybe.
Okay.
Around there. But he had wrapped it with another cassette tape and put it underneath the Christmas tree, and he was like, don't open this until Christmas. And I was like, what? Like at that age, I could not like wait. And every day I would like peel the Christmas wrapping a little bit.
Why did he wrap it with another tape?
The other tape was garbage.
Like the group Garbage?
The group Garbage, yeah.
Not like some garbage ass music.
Like a garbage ass album.
No, not garbage ass music. It was the group. The group.
The
Garbage.
other tape was Neil Diamond. Some garbage.
just to throw.
You just made me ugly laugh. Oh man. Yeah, but I remember like every day I would just like peel a little bit, and I had peeled it so much like before Christmas. I knew what was in there, but I remember when I saw
nobody noticed you were opening presents every day.
No, it wasn't presents.
Like
it was that
it's
specific
like the frog
present
that gets boiled in the pot of water. You just keep turning up the heat real slow so nobody notices.
No, I peeled off like a very tiny piece of the paper, like a little bit every day of that specific present.
I do that with chocolate in our house. I just eat a little bit every day so nobody notices.
But I remember that feeling though when I saw that it was no doubt Tragic Kingdom, and like I lit up when I saw it. I just I was obsessed with it. It was all over the radio. At that time I was listening to KROQ, and I was obsessed with Gwen. It's part of the reason why I still wear red lipstick to this day. It's inspired by Gwen Stefani. And I used to try to sing like her, and I still pretend like I'm her in the shower, trying to sing. But I remember like if she showed up in a newspaper or anything, like I'd cut it out and I'd put it on my wall, and yeah.
She's the best and still ripping it. I think, did she have a Vegas residency or is starting? She had one.
She did.
She had a show out here for a little bit.
That's so sick. I've wanted to see No Doubt for so long, like so long. That's fucking.
And in 8th grade, we had a dance team, and they split us all up. They said, "Okay, what song do you want?" I think one of the songs was like Quad City DJs, The Train, and then the other one was Spiderweb. Yeah. Come ride the train. That one. Yeah. That song was dope though. But I chose Spiderweb, so I did a dance to Spiderwebs in front of my junior high.
I wish I could remember how I came across the album, because it wasn't a single and it wasn't because of anybody's star power. Because when that song came out, or when that album came out, Gwen Stefani was just part of the band, I think.
Well, right. And
she wasn't like a star in her own right.
Definitely.
Didn't they win the best new artist that year?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, Tragic Kingdom is their second album.
Exactly. And they won best new artist that year, and that was the whole controversy behind it.
Oh yeah, like they would play at the OC Fair. They were like a local band, and I think like the first music video that I saw was like oi to punk, oi to things, oi to the world, and everybody wins. And then remember, and then I think they did like a cover of REM. It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world.
They covered that? Weird.
Wow,
Yeah, they covered it.
I would love to hear a No Doubt cover.
I have all of these bootlegs. I have all of these bootlegs that my dad downloaded from SoulSeek. I have them all on.
Shout out to SoulSeek.
My dad
settle down.
I have them, and I even have 200 gigs of music, and he even told me like in his will, like if anybody wants a copy of my music collection, they could bring a hard drive, and I'll give them a copy of it. So if you just give me a hard drive, I'll give you a copy of my dad's music collection.
On my deathbed.
and curated by my dad.
Shout out to Dad. Yeah, dude. Dad. That album was weird for me too, because like I was listening to mostly rap and R&B, but the few like kind of harder rock kind of stuff that I was into was either like Nirvana and grungy kind of stuff, and then in DC it was like punk. It was punk music all the time, because we had like Black Flag and Anti-Flag and Black Flag. I'm
Minor Threat.
Sorry. It's very late here. My brain is mush. Yeah, so punk music's huge here. So that was like kind of the hardest kind of rock distorted guitar music that you could get in DC. And then on like the softer kind of poppy side, it was like Spin Doctors and shit like that, which is dope too for me.
The radio was so lit over here. Like I was just like loving tuning that dial, because it would be stuff
we
like
had
that.
none of that. We had none of that here.
And then even like it was like DJ Melody at night, playing Ugly Duckling.
Yeah.
And I was getting stuff like that too. And then we'd have like KLOS, like it was like Jimi Hendrix, and then like Kiss FM was playing like Mariah Carey or Crystal Waters, and then
she's from DC too.
Crystal Waters?
Yeah.
Wow.
Never knew that.
I didn't know that either.
Had no clue.
Well, at least she lives here now.
Actress from DC currently.
Yeah, it was dope too. Like going between Power 106 and K Rock, and like the beat, and like flipping through all those channels, man. That was like,
hell yeah,
that was awesome. But
damn, Ugly Duckling, that's crazy. Shout out Young Einstein.
I think I like Tragic Kingdom a lot too, because it was my first introduction to ska. And it was like a weird sound, because it was like distorted guitars but make it reggae.
Oh yeah, did you like the specials? Did you get into them at all? No.
Oh, man.
Big time ska guy. Love the specials.
Big time.
Yo, Nick likes all ska though. That's
pick it up.
I mean, but then like the real ska heads would tell you that No Doubt's not ska.
Right.
Like the hater type dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real big fish, man.
You know how to dance to ska? Mighty Boss Tones actually was the first band that I got a notification that they were going to be playing a show. I was like, oh, shows are back. Who's the first band? Mighty
I'm down.
Boss Tones and Real Big Fish are so good live.
Boss Tones made a really funny song during lockdown about George Floyd. So if there's a protest song that you didn't want to hear
about George Floyd,
no, it's funny because it's like a ska song about George. Like it's the protest song nobody wanted.
Who made that?
The Mighty Boss Tones.
Oh my God.
It's a song. It's a political ska song nobody wanted.
Political ska song.
all I could see is the delete this gif.
Yeah. Yo, it's so embarrassing. Like the song sounds like
delete this.
Yo, Trayze, we didn't ask you. We've done like maybe 6,500 episodes since we had you on here. If you could be played by anyone in a movie, who would you pick?
Played by anyone in the movie?
Yeah, any actor, dead or alive, actress, anyone, musician.
I don't know. That's wow. Played by
Sophie
anyone.
just said Lisa Simpson, so anything is on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, like it could be a character?
It could be anybody.
Oh, my favorite character of all time is Marty McFly.
Oh, let's go.
Yo.
Yeah, it's my favorite
that
movie of all
happening for
time.
you. I could see that happening for you.
Marty McFly is like the best.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
To the point where I almost named our first son Marty, but my wife wouldn't let it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Damn shame.
That was,
Because
that
I
was
amazing.
so close.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, I like he's like the best. He's cool, but he's also the underdog and not cool.
Yeah,
And
but also a villain.
People
He's
forget.
a villain. He's been fucking up the timeline since fucking up the timeline.
yeah. Yeah, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, see? He's a selfish motherfucker. He's really selfish. Because you remember what happened in Back to the Future 2? It was his fault that everything went haywire because he wanted to go out looking for himself, and then he picked up that almanac because he wanted to get rich.
Right. This could have all been
I thought
avoided.
Biff took the almanac.
Biff took the
1980.
almanac after
Yeah.
Marty
it?
took it.
1986 World Series or something like that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh man.
Cubs.
Still my favorite series of all time.
And then he like almost hooked up with his mom too. Don't forget that.
Oh,
Oh.
he had the willpower though. He did have the willpower.
Yeah, that
He's
was
like,
a
yo,
little weird.
she's hot. What'd you say your name was?
Yo, there's a neighborhood near us that looks just like Lion Estates, but like Lion Estates when they like in the dystopian part.
Yeah. In part 2.
With the same like walls at the entrance of the sub. Like it looks real creepy.
Oh shit. You don't have to take a picture the next time you drive by it.
Every time I drive by, I think of Back to the Future.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's fucking
Anyway, I'll let you guys get back to
Trayze.
your main guest.
Thank you for
Trayze,
joining
Thank
us,
you,
sir.
Trayze.
Thank
What
you.
an honor to
Anytime.
have you.
It's nice to talk to Tragic Kingdom fans.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. I gotta send you a t-shirt or something and we can have matching tees.
Yeah.
I had a No Doubt t-shirt. I don't know what happens to it. I need to get another one.
Well, I'm saying like one
Sound-
like with the album on the cover on it.
On
Like
the
the
front.
Yeah, you need a
Okay.
specific Tragic Kingdom shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
Very specific.
Yeah, I had one of those No Doubt like typical like tour looking shirts.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Not like the
pronounced
hot
no
top-
Dabbit.
Topic
No
joint.
Dabbit.
Yeah, it was. It's not a bootleg. There's a
It just says not a doubt. You're like, no.
there's a great Instagram account. I think it's an Instagram account. It's called like Good Vietnam Shirts or something like that. And it's just like
Oh.
the whole Instagram page is just like bootleg shirts and logos and stuff from Asia. It's so good.
Oh, that's so great.
Yo, send that over.
That is so great.
We're adding that to the Cliff Notes because
Yes.
people need that in their lives.
Somebody I follow keeps like reposting all the like pictures from that account. And it's just like fucked up shirts with like misspelled stuff and like really weird translations. I think it's the weird translations that crack me up.
I think we need to normalize the championship shirts of the losing team. We need to normalize that.
Where do they go?
They go to Africa. They go to Africa for real. Because there's a town in Africa
Can
that's
you
like
imagine
big as
growing up
Bills
as a kid
fans.
and thinking the other team won?
Exactly.
And then you find out that like it was all.
Yeah.
Because
Yo, that's crazy.
This town in Africa thinks that the Bills have won 4 championships in a row.
They probably shred the shirts.
Yeah, they probably do.
I've thought about that before. I'm like, what if the other team won? Like, are you guys gonna silk screen some shirts right now?
No, it's really out there somewhere.
Yo,
You
you
know-
just show up to the States and you're like, yo, why are the Lakers and the Patriots so trash every
Yeah.
time they're in the finals? They just can't win a
They
fucking
just can't win the big game.
Can't do it.
Can't win the
They
big
make
game.
it all the time.
Because
You know,
there's somebody out there that's a huge Gonzaga basketball fan. Gonzaga never wins the big game.
Never.
You know, on a more depressing note, before I go, the Sophie, the shredding thing is a real thing. I have a friend who used to work in clothing retail, and she used to tell me that like they would take stuff off the racks before the end of the like clearance, and they would be instructed to cut shirts and cut pants so they weren't wearable,
Mm-hmm.
and then throw them away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because
that's
the materials cost on those things is like pennies because they're made so cheap, because the labor is so cheap.
Yeah.
There, and the markup's like 8,000%. So they don't. They're like, yo, Gap selling you a jeans for $80, or you get them on clearance for $4. They're still making a ton of money. So for them, I just actually spilled the name of the company on accident. Companies like that, yo, they literally instruct the employees to like cut the shirts or cut the.
You got to cut the leg down.
Yeah,
it's not just them. A lot of companies do it.
No, they do. Yeah, I worked at Nike, and they did that all the time with Nike.
Joke's on you, because I like wearing jeans with cut down the side.
Oh, geez. You happen to be wearing something right now, huh?
No.
Just showing all thigh. Just showing thigh.
This is just a shirt. There's nothing on below this.
There's nothing below it.
Young Pooh Bear. Young Pooh Bear. I'm out here Pooh Bearing on the chat. All right,
that's
Trayze,
wild.
I'm not going to make you stick around for anything after this.
Man.
Thank you, sir, for joining us.
Enjoy the Fox.
It's
a pleasure.
Take care, guys.
Thank you, bro.
Have a great night.
Legend.
Peace.
Oh
Sophie.
my God, that's
you.
funny.
That was so cool.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing that. We're gonna start hitting up Trayze when we talk about an album. He'll be working on some woodworking or something.
Listening to some foxes and coyotes do mating calls and turning that into a song or something, or a remix.
Just living. Sophie, what's on the horizon? Are you getting back to IRL DJing? What's up?
Yes, I have a gig on Friday. It's like a courtyard kind of situation, like an outdoor type of vibe. So yeah, that's gonna be on the horizon. I'm gonna play a lot of newer music and probably like more obscure stuff. Probably like Thievery Corporation, like stuff like that, vibey. Maybe Hiatus Coyote and like that kind of stuff.
Oh, speaking of songs that you're playing, we are making our 5-on-5 podcast playlist on Spotify. What song do we need to add onto that?
I got 5 on it.
Let's rock. Let's rock. You know what? Funny story about the Loonies. I was supposed to open for the Loonies for 420 last year, 2020, right before the pandemic hit. So, yeah.
Bummer.
Wow.
Bummer. Super bummer.
It's a funny story, Travis.
Super.
That's very funny.
No, that's really
See you
dope.
laughing.
Like, how did that like, I'm gonna start interviewing you. So how did that come about?
Daily Leaf. Shout out to Daily
done.
Leaf. It was the Daily Leaf 420 festival that they were throwing. So shout out to them over there. Adam over at Daily Leaf. Adam and Steven over there. Shout out.
Love that.
Dope.
Shout out. Now that you're getting back into the real world, let people know where they can stay up to date with you on socials. Let them know where they can find you.
You can find me on my website that's called djsophenom.com, and Instagram, Twitter, TikTok now, and Twitch. Yeah, I'm gonna start streaming more on Twitch. I'm a new student in the graduate school, so
And we
I've
all
been
are.
doing school. So yeah, but that's where you can find me, and yeah, you can check out my little blog too. I'm be blogging more, but yeah, djsophenom.com, Instagram, Twitter, at Sophenom, and you can go on my Mixcloud. I have some mixes there. SoundCloud, I have some mixes there, and also on acrylic.net, I have a couple of special mixes there as well.
Dope.
There you
Dope,
go.
dope. Any set schedule that you're planning on doing for Twitch, or is there a certain day people can check you out?
420. No, I'm just
Hey.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Next year.
No, don't joke about that.
Every day at 420. Every day at 420, you could catch me.
Yeah.
I would say right now, Fridays at 2 p.m.
Cool.
Okay.
Pacific time.
Awesome. And you're doing Dash as well, right? Is that still?
Yeah. I actually I took a break from radio just like a couple weeks ago because I was doing a lot of radio mixes during the pandemic, and I felt like I wanted to utilize the time to kind of like focus back into like a little bit more of a creative zone. I love radio, and I'll probably go back to doing more radio mixes or maybe some guest radio mixes, but I took a little bit of a break because I thought that I wanted to take the opportunity to take a rest and like be creative. Like, I think it's okay to take a rest when you've been working, and I feel like I've been kind of like going and going, like I keep going and going, but I'm not the pink bunny.
Hey.
Ours.
That's too short.
It is. It is.
I wish I could take credit for that. I was like, dope.
No, that's dope. I think we're all kind of working on getting back into what
groove.
this iteration is as DJs, because you can start fresh or you can kind of pick up where you were left off at. There's kind of no rules anymore. Start new residencies, start new nights, start new stuff on Twitch and on the radio show and stuff like that.
I just wanted to give myself a little DJ vacation because, when it's a holiday, who's working? The DJ. When you're on vacation, who's working? The DJ. And when it's the weekend, who's working? The DJ. And when you work like a 9 to 5 and then you get off of work, and maybe the DJ even works a 9 to 5, and then he or she gets off of work, and then who's working? The DJ. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like this is an amazing time for DJs to actually get like a little bit of rest for all of the hard work that they have done over all of the many years that they've had, like, so yeah. And I just want to say I love all the DJs.
Well, we love you too.
Yeah, we love you.
Thank you for all the DJs.
Thank you so much for joining us. We have to have you back to talk what the next iteration is going to be once we're all back into full swing, back into the whole DJ thing, the radio thing, and definitely going to come down and eat some barbecue.
Yes.
Really? Oh man, I would love that.
Yeah.
Yes,
I want to go to a
too.
place that has like paper on like a paper tablecloth.
Yeah.
That's when you're in. That's when you're in business.
No, it's a good barbecue spot.
Yeah, that's the jam. We got to do some digging too, and I'm going to show up with a hard drive because now everyone that listens to the show knows that you got the heat.
Yes, I definitely do.
Sophenom, Sophy, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you immensely for taking the time. Anything you want to share? Any parting words?
I just wanted to give a shout out to all the DJs that are streaming worldwide and just saying that you guys are working like very hard. I've streamed a couple times. So that's why I'm saying you guys, because like you guys have been helping me through like a lot of days where I'm just like, man, like, is DJing over? What's happening? And then I'm like, I turn on and Scratch Bastards on there, and you know, Four Color Zach, and you know, all the great DJs. So I just wanted to say, like, thank you to all the great DJs worldwide, and then I really hope that DJ Audio One, I hope that you feel better.
Yeah.
And
He's feeling better. Just saw him last night in the Twitch.
Yeah, so just send love to DJ Audio One, and I love you.
Hell yeah.
DMS family right there, Audio One.
Yeah.
Oh yes, and then I also wanted to say that it's Hip Hop Week, and the theme is peace. So if you go to KRS-One's Instagram page, then you could check out and about like what Hip Hop Week is about. And I invite you to celebrate in that time of reflection.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I do want to piggyback on that. Rest in peace, Paul Mooney.
Yes, rest in peace, legend.
We just
lost legend.
Today.
Lost one of the greatest.
Legend. Give people their flowers while they're here. That's very important. That's definitely.
And he definitely got his flowers while he was here too.
He did.
Yeah.
And he's the man.
Yeah,
Shout out to Paul Mooney.
Yeah.
Sophy, thank you so much for joining us today. We've had such a blast chatting with you. We will definitely be tapping in with you when we touch down in California.
Yeah.
Coming up next week, we'll have another guest and probably another surprise appearance from Trayze, now that this is a new segment. Thank you for joining us. We will be back next week with, I don't know.
Don't know yet.
A surprise guest.
Somebody.
Yes, somebody. Gentlemen, anything you guys want to add before we take off?
No.
Nick, Quartz Lopez.
I love you guys. That's it.
Love you guys. Sophy, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you guys next week.
Thank you for having me.
No doubt.
Thank you.